Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. When we play in our journals, do different things, we don't just deal with paper. We deal with paint, we deal with inks, we deal with a lot of different things. And one of the things that we work with, some of us do, some don't, some aren't familiar with this at all, is molding. This says molding paste. This says modeling paste. It's a thick medium that gives you a little bit more dimension in your work. Now, these are both things that you pay for. And when I open something, I put a piece of plastic on it when I close it up. That way, see how easy it is to reopen? And these are basically just what I said, they're thick paste. See how thick that is? And you would use a stencil, or you can put it, especially if you have cardboard where you've taken it apart and you just got that one side with all the ridges. That's good to use with this. Other things in the same area. This one here is a glitter paste. I'm trying to show you the bottom of it. This is a Bow Bunny glitter paste. This one is a chiffon stencil paste, also put out by Bow Bunny. Get things off so you can see. And then I have another Bow Bunny, but this is a gold stencil paste. These are mainly, what I use. Now, if you do not have yours, or you don't have any paste, you can easily make it. So what it is equal parts of, get that off there. Equal parts of, let me make sure this is, I haven't used these in a while, so I know they need to be shaken up. I'm going to use paint. And then I'm going to come in here and make sure this is open. Nope, see, that's why I like these. These are the ones from Dollar Tree, the Jot. You can put the stopper back in these, and it'll keep it from drying out. Take that out. And because I need to control what comes out, I'm going to do it from this way. Equal parts of glue and paint. And you're going to think, well, that's still that's not paste, Shelby. Not yet. Give that just a little mix. And this is white glue and white paint. Now, this is cornstarch. I'm making a mess. And I'm going to add some of it right to here. And it's supposed to be, some do 1 to 1 to 1. Some do more, some do less. It depends on the type of stiffness in the paste you want. And just mix it up, make sure you don't have any lumps. And look at that. Look at that, you've made your own paste. Now, I would suggest mixing it up quite a bit more than what, because I don't really have, we'll do a little bit more. Now, this is used the same way as we do the regular paste. And I've got some stencils here that I'm going to use. If I can get it out. Let's pull this one out first. And I've got some paper here that I don't usually use too much. This is a piece of scrap paper. But we're just going to put that down. Get up some of our homemade paste. And if you want it thicker, you can make it thicker. you simply put it down. Now what I like to do is I like to come in here with, you know, an old room key card or something and spread that out. No, I didn't cover all the holes, but there we go. I know, I got a little bit happy there, but that's okay. Now, one thing I've wanted to know is, can you, because I mean, everything I've seen has it with white paint. I'm trying to set this somewhere that it won't get too bad. But what if we used a colored paint? What will we get? Well, I pulled out some color paint. Shake it up. Oh, this definitely needs to be shaken up. Shows you how long it's been since I've used my paints. I'm going to add some green, and that is a pretty color green. I think I'm a little out of focus here. I'm going to add a touch more of my glue. And I'm going to add some more cornstarch. Because I mean, what we had was fine consistency, but I think I'm going to try something a little bit thicker. Let's see if we get the color in this. I mean, I can see the color starting. We definitely need a little bit more of one of the liquids. Let's do a little bit more paint. Not a whole lot, because cornstarch will definitely drink up whatever liquid you have, or whatever liquid you put in there. And see, also I'm mixing in what we did before. So we've got quite a bit. Try a little bit more paint, because, you know, this is, sometimes this is what you do. You add a little bit, because there are times, and depending on the season, where I've had to do more than one by one by one. Or 1 part glue, 1 part paint, 1 part cornstarch. And see, it does give you the color. But this is still a bit too thick. I know I wanted a thicker paste, but good grief. So at least now you know. You're seeing me make, you know, readjust things so that when you go to make it, you will have it done right the first time. Let's see. I think this is getting to be a little bit better. But yeah, see how the color is? By adding a different color paint, you can make your paste different colors. Now, give me just a moment before I go any further. I might get this off of here. Put that over there. Now, I have a piece of regular white cardstock here, and use the same stencil. There is, sometimes these stencils do have a top and a bottom. So, get some out. See, unlike paint or a liquid, you tip that over and it's not going anywhere. But I used quite a generous amount this time. I get that off of there. I'll set that over to the side. I come in here with my little card that I've been using. And I can, because I've used so much, I can fill up the other holes on here. Now this is a messy part. I would not want, well, if you're going to do it inside your journal, I would suggest you have a way to set it open, so that it stays open until your page is dry. I had quite a bit on here. I'm able to get the whole thing. I still have some left over. That's an old Sam's card. But it does great for stencils. And I can come in here and voila. You can see where it's moved some. I got paint everywhere. But yeah, doing it different colors. Using different color paints. It is all good. Set that one there. Now, what I would normally do is put a piece of plastic over this before I put my lid on. But for the sake of time, and I don't have plastic right here, so we will do without it for right at the moment. Now, let's come back to this one. We have, let's see, I have other stencils here. I've got some here that I haven't even opened. Believe it or not, these two came from Tuesday morning, when Tuesday morning was still open. Then I've got some that I have ordered from, I don't remember where. I've got words on this one. Let's do this one. Open it up. Now, you see how this one is, so I'm not sure if it's showing up, but it's more of a matte surface compared to the shiny surface on the back. I like using it with the matte side up, or, yeah, the matte side up, to me, seems better. Seems like it sits better. Okay, let's to show you how the regular molding paste would do. It's the same as what we've worked on over here. Get this off of my palette knife. You can use a palette knife. You can use just your an old card. Whatever you've got that you can put it in or scoop it out with. Now, I'm not doing a whole lot with this one. I'm going to come in here. We'll do this corner. And I'm just going to smooth it over, trying not to get it outside of my design. Now, you can put this on thin or you can put this on thick. I think I'm going to leave it like that. And there is that. There is that one there. Now, what about the other things we have here? They work the same way as the modeling paste. All right, what's this one? All right, this is glitter paste. Take that part off. Again, you see how thick this is? I'm just going to spread some out there. Try to at least touch a bit, you know, get it spread on there pretty good. I'll put this back on top because these things, as thick as they are, they will dry out if they're not kept, you know, covered. All right, I'm gonna wipe my palette knife off. And this is the chiffon stencil paste. And it can be, you can go by different terms. I know Bo Bunny calls it stencil paste because it's used primarily with stencils. Others will call it modeling paste, molding paste. So put some of that down here. Try and get this whole little area here covered up. see, what have I got? Got any left? Now you can use these on cards, on the cover, inside your journal, anywhere you want to. I should say tags. Anywhere you want a little something something. All right, now we have, this is the gold paste. I do like this one. See, I can turn this around some because it's hard to maneuver with that way, because even though I'm left-handed, or left is my dominant hand, I'm ambidextrous, so I can go both ways. I use my left, I can use, oops, I use my right. Now, with this one here, I'm gonna come in here because I want to spread this over as much area as I can. And I know I'm getting up some of the blue in there with it, but that's okay. I'm good with that. Now, get these wiped off. You don't have to worry with these when you tip them over, because they're not gonna, well, I'm sure if you tipped it over and left it there, it would cause a problem. All right, so I'm gonna take this off. Now you do want to make sure you wash your stencils after you've done something like this. There. And there we have the glitter paste, we have the chiffon paste, and we have the gold paste. And then the regular modeling paste. And modeling paste and molding paste are, to me, I consider them the same thing. See, it's just as thick as what we've been using. Only this tends to be just a tad creamier, but it's still just as thick. I mean, this ain't going nowhere. So if you have not used these before, drag out your paint, drag out your white glue. And I say white glue because it seems to work better than the clear glue. I've tried both. And some cornstarch. If you don't have cornstarch, baking soda works good. If you don't have either one of those, baby powder. I've done it with all three, but this is what we end up with. Now, to go a step further, just because I have them in here, these are called Perfect Pearls. They're, it's like similar to a dye, I want to say, but it's one that I use with this. Now, I don't have the brush that goes with this right now, because I think, and you would put some on here and just go over them, go over what you've done. Oops, spilling it. It's hard when you're using a Q-tip as opposed to a brush, which it says to brush on. And all this is going to do is going to give you a little bit of color if you've done the white, but it also gets in between the circles. I've made a mess with it here, but you get the gist. It's to color things. And these also work good on wax seals. But yeah, use a brush instead. Don't do what I just did. And all that does, that has colored it, plus it's given it just sort of like a pearlized sheen to it. I'm not sure it's showing up on camera. But yeah, we can do these. I mean, this is great on tags. It's great on covers. Does really good on covers. And if I had a piece of the cardboard, I thought I had a piece around here somewhere. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find where I put it. No, it's not down there. Did I put a piece? I can't find it right now. So it's going to elude me. But you can, if you're using these on the inside of your book, and say we're going to use some of this on the inside of our journal. And where are we going to go? I did that one. I'm not sure I want anything on there. We have, I do like that one, the way that one's turned out. Okay, we're going to come right in here. And I'm going to pull out this one here because it has words on it. And basically, I bought them to use. I need to use them. So I'm going to lay that down. And I think what I'm going to use on this one, I could use the blue, but that's purple. And that's more of a teal color. So let's go with the glitter. Let's do some glitter. And another thing with this, especially with the glitter paste, when you pull it out to use it, you're not getting glitter all over your workroom. Because I used to work with glitter quite a bit, and it was like, if you are sick, do not pull out your glitter. One sneeze and you've got glitter everywhere. Okay, I'll try a little bit more. Get this all in here really good. There. Scrape that back off. Put my lid on here. And it doesn't, I'm not sure you can even see that, but it gave me just a little bit. I see just a hint of words through the glitter. I kind of like it. See, if we want to do some more, we can do some over here. Now, I'm not going to mess with, I'm going to leave the glitter there just like it is. I'm going to pull out the green that we made. At least I think it was with green. This was with, no, blue topaz. I thought I was working with green. I thought I pulled the green. Okay, I'm going to have to turn this all the way around so that I can come in with this one. Now this one will pull out some of that, the glitter I've got on here. It may pull some of that in there with it. And there we go. Not bad. I'll set that up there because those have to be washed. Put the lid on that. Turn my book right back around. So this is what we've done. It just adds a little bit of dimension to your page. But try making your own. It's really simple. Ingredients that we have on hand. Most of us have paint, and this is just regular acrylic paint like you would buy at Walmart or Hobby Lobby or Michael's. You need just a little something to mix it up in. And I would suggest when you're done putting in something that will seal, but put a piece of plastic wrap over it, like I've done with these here. And that will keep it. And you see, a little bit goes a long way. There's really not that much in that container, I'm not sure if you can see the sides. See if I can clean up the sides some so you can see just how much is in there. See, there's not much in there at all. But this will last me for a long time. Just that little bit. It is messy. You will get it on your hands. I use a palette knife to do mine with. You can also use, like this is an old Sam's card. You can use an old hotel key card or an old credit card, but if you do, I put tape over it. If you're doing, I mean, I should have done it with this one, with it being on camera, but nobody's gonna know. You know, to smooth it out with basic things that we have around our house. And you see how much cornstarch is in this little container? Not a whole lot, and we haven't used a whole lot. So just a little teeny bit will last a long time. If you don't have cornstarch, baking soda can be used. Baby powder, baby talcum powder, that will give you that a little bit of a baby smell, but it's not bad. So, and this is basically all, let's see, we got white glue, we've got paint, we've got cornstarch. Start with equal parts of each, and then as you adjust your paste, whether you like it thicker or thinner or whichever, you can adjust this, but it gets you in the mood to get it, or gets you into making it so that you feel comfortable doing things like this. And this is a homemade tool that we can use. And yes, there are others out there on the market that you can purchase if you wish. I have, like I did, I think these here, the Bow Bunny ones, I got it Tuesday morning. I'm not even sure they make these anymore, but you use the paint. Use your paint. Now this will dry sort of a milky color. So I'm not sure what you could do. I would just take a real fine glitter like this is and mix it in with some clear glue to make it sort of thick if you wanted a glitter paste. Or if you have glitter glue, add more glitter to it. See if that will work. I haven't done that, but it's an option. So by making our own paste, we have done, you know, it works. I gotta wash these. And when you put different color paints in it, you get different colors. As you see here, and if you don't have perfect pearls, use old eyeshadows. Those work great. These were the different kind of the Bow Bunny paste, and this is just regular modeling paste. So we did them, and we did some in our journal here, and it's going to take a bit to dry. So you need to leave this open. I think I got some on the other page down here. Leave it open somewhere. If you need to, clip the side here to hold it open. Mine, I hope, will just lay there open. Will it? Yes. So it'll just lay right there. So if you've enjoyed what I've shared with you today, give me a thumbs up. Go out and try making your own paste. Drag out your stencils. We bought the stuff. We might as well use them. Now, if you're a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you're not, please consider subscribing. I try my best to have videos out Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Although I think this past Saturday, I ended up with 2 on the same day. I don't know how that happened because I thought I had scheduled them out right. But anyway, so last Saturday was a bonus day. So until next time, bye guys.